This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Hokies will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Scott. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Rush is on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Jackson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Trying to make one miss. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop them.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. And it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
Direct snap. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make them feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Well, third down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got fourth and very short. What do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They go to the counter. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Still running at the 40. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Second and long here. Caught on the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Third and long coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. Sells to fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run the counter. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Trying to squeak through the pile. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Past the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Hawkins. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Play is halted momentarily as the training staff is out to check on an injured member of the Wolfpack. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. After run, now throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Hit as he throws. It's picked off. That's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. defense out gearing up to go on the attack. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The give to the back. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. NC State quick to the line. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work.
Well, we saw them have to punt on the last drive. That's not the case so far this time. Much better job executing there on 3rd down. I know it's early. 3rd play of this drive, and picking that up, that should give this offense tons of confidence and a little bit of juju here moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. And he gets rid of it.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Scott. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 55 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Jackson. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Right side, it's Jackson. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Quick give. It's Scott. Across the 35. At the 20, he's got space. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
They'll try the counter. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Hawkins. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Selling the fake. Here comes the heat. Got rid of it just in time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The run inside. It's Scott. Got the first down. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-3. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide right, it's Green. Crosses to 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Holds on, it's Overton. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Right side, it's Reynolds. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking to the big tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And wings it incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding this quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away, because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with Akron, taking on the number 12 team, the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Zips, looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The give. He's past the sticks. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
On the run, it's Hawkins. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And that one will give him the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Straight ahead, it's Scott. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Out wide right, it's Scott. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And I feel like they kind of needed that play right here on third down, man. They've kind of struggled. They've had to punt several times this football game. They've already dug themselves a hole. Maybe that'll give them a little adrenaline shot. Maybe that can give them some momentum moving forward. They got to have something. They need a spark to get back in this football game.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Sets his feet, it's Bailey. Nice play to knock that one down.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs.